Well, I don't know if grandparents always look old, but mine certainly did. There's a picture of my grandparents with my sister when she was about 4 or 5, and they looked particularly old. They probably were only 40, 43 or something, not even that, So there was always an old-looking grandparents. I don't know if that applies to other grandparents today, but I myself could easily be a grandparent, and I don't actually think I fit into the same age looking. I certainly don't feel like a grandparent, even if I am not. I don't think my grandparents, we're talking about people who are older really, and I don't think they'd really get on with this society very well. There's a certain eloquence about what they went through, and times and seasons that maybe we all go through our times and seasons and enjoy them, and I expect the hippie era was quite an eye-opener for my grandparents even, so I don't know what the eye-opener is for this generation of mine. A lot of 80s music and 84 scenarios, really, I suppose. 1999 and 2000, the millennium. Definitely something to live through. Very interesting. So it's a quality of life, really, isn't it? I mean, having to go into a home and stuff is quite a disaster, really, and the people who work at these places are real angels. They certainly do a good job. They really do. I don't know. I think there must be a quality of life to go in. My great aunt was in. She lived to about 101 or something, and she was in a home, but she was quite deaf and going blind and everything. So it's a mystery, really, isn't it, to us? These people pass on, and we don't really know them very well, really. We just presume we know them. We seem to know their youth, I think, but we don't always know that, because they may be just great aunts, and they may be grandparents, old grandparents. We might presume that they're old and they're old-fashioned, so we presume their quality is different. Quality of life. Do we really know them? It's just a real sadness that they pass on. So it's important to grieve well. It is important to grieve. It's not selfish at all. And in prosperity, you're thinking of famous sayings, like in the Bible. It says that it's always better to go to the house of the mourning. I'm not exactly sure why, but there's less chance of being twisted in fate to the house of the mourning. People are mourning for a reason, and if you go to the house of the merry, I suppose there's always a chance of feeling sad and not being a part of the party, but maybe you'll be tricked or something. Less chance of at the house in the morning, I would say. But you can make merry in the house of the morning. You can do that. We've had funerals where people have been very happy to get together and I must say to you that just because your body's burned in the fire of the crematorium doesn't mean to say that's the end of the matter. Because we can tell from the reading of Daniel in the Bible that he was taken out of the fire. He was allowed to come out of the fire. He was put into a fire with some other people, and the people who watched it said there was angels in there helping him, and he didn't die in the fire. Not when he was dead, but when he was sentenced to death. So he came out of that well, and I'm saying to you, if you think it's important that that your relative could retain their identity in their body or something, this can be done by God, picking you out of the fire. There is no problem. There is no problem. If it's a young person or an old person, it's all still the same. I expect God will grant us perfection anyhow, so there is no reason to worry. No reason to worry about just because they've disappeared in the fire. That doesn't mean to say they're gone forever. They're immortalised with God, so that's great. It's great news. I'm not sure how other faiths go along with this, but I know we have a good faith, and they have good faiths. Maybe they'll all come together one day. We'll see the best bits out of each faith. It'll be interesting. You're always going to remember certain traits from your grandparents or the elderly or whatever. They're always going to be in your mind. It's always going to be hard around Christmas, the next Christmas coming, and if it's your partner especially, then you may actually be feeling sad, and people will be thinking, oh no, she's going to be sad, and he's going to be sad, going on about his partner dying. But you can actually rejoice at these times, family times. You don't have to. People don't have to think there's going to be a bereaved time. You can rejoice together in the thought that you've known this person who's died. And you can have a merry time thinking it. There's no reason why you should be sad. Amen.